I just filmed the entire video without audio. Let's try this again. Homesickness. You know the feeling. It's not fun, and there's not much you can do to prevent it. However, there are some ways to make it easier and to hopefully eventually make it go away. Here's some things I've done to help get rid of my homesickness here in France. Enjoy. The first way I get rid of homesickness is through exercise. It's a great way to start the day and just to get the ball rolling in general. For those of you who know me, you know that my main form of exercise is running. On average, I'm running around 50 miles a week, and unlike 99% of the population, I actually enjoy running. Let's go for a run. Running is scientifically proven to increase your levels of tryptophan, serotonin, and endorphins. All of these make you happier, scientifically proven by the way, to make you happier and to decrease your levels of stress. We don't like that. And the nice thing about running is no matter how uncomfortable it is in the moment, you never regret it. You always feel better that you did it, which is a great thing about running. Look at this. Alright, so I'm halfway done with the run. What is this? It's just like an abandoned kind of building. So looks like someone slept there. On top of the discomfort of running itself, after all my runs, I like to go into our pool because it's absolutely freezing. And on top of that, I go into a cold shower afterwards. And now you probably think I'm crazy because the two things that you probably hate most are running and cold showers. No one likes the feeling of cold water, but it's actually really good for you. When exposed to cold water, the sympathetic nervous system is activated, and the blood levels of beta endorphins, non-adrenaline, and norepinephrine are increased. All these produce similar well-being effects that running does. Additionally, due to the high density of cold receptors in the skin, being in cold water sends an overwhelming amount of electrical impulses from the peripheral nerve endings to the brain, which can result in an antidepressive effect. Just finished up an 8-mile run, and now we're gonna go in the pool. Oh! Best way to start off the day. Oh, holy shit, that's cold. And by then, your body should be feeling a lot better. And that's a great start. One egg. What am I supposed to do with one egg? Now I have to make oats. Oats. And now for a quick history lesson. Johannes Hofer, a Swiss medical student, was the first one to coin the term nostalgia. It derives from the Greek words nostos and algos, which translates to pain or ache and homecoming. So quite literally, a pain or ache to return home. And according to clinical psychologist Joshua Klepow, when we feel homesick, we're feeling insecure or uncomfortable with where we are, physically and emotionally. We're longing for something that in our minds is known, predictable, consistent, and stable. Homesickness can trigger our body's flight or fight alarm system. It's an evolutionary adaptive thing that wires us to protect ourselves from danger when something is unknown. That can also trigger feelings of depression and anxiety as a result. Which is why running and cold water have been two very important habits that I've created to help me fight off those feelings. Now, here's some easier or less uncomfortable ways to help deal with homesickness. Go do something you love or something that you're passionate about. For example, me, I like to do origami and to edit photos. It's a nice way for me to escape. I found that building a routine that includes similar things I did at home is a nice way to build a foundation in a new place. A way for me to create normalities, and a way to give myself further stability and predictability. And all this leads to distraction. And that's the most important thing when dealing with homesickness. It's scientifically proven that homesickness is most often felt in the morning and at night. And that's when your mind isn't focused on anything else to keep it distracted. When you're busy working towards your goals or deeply focused on something, you aren't thinking about anything else. The main two examples of that would be running and making videos. They've provided a way for me to express myself through creativity and through discomfort. And finding healthy ways to distract myself has really allowed me to enjoy being here and to really get everything out of the experiences I'm so fortunate to have. Another great way to distract yourself is by hanging out with other people. Making new friends isn't always easy, but I was fortunate enough to have my mom's students who are studying abroad here. I invited them to go on a hike with me and just to hang out. And I think that hanging out with people who are going through similar things as you is an incredible thing, and it can really help you get over homesickness.
You're gonna go the other way.
No. Save us then.
Photographing it.
Dodo, have you never seen that before?
Whoa.
Feeling homesick is inevitable. It is part of moving to another country, living in another place, and it's good to feel it. It's important not to shy away from the emotions and to really feel what you're feeling. But at the same time, you don't want it to become too much to where you're not enjoying where you are. And while everyone experiences and copes with it differently. However, I hope you're still able to gain something valuable from this video that you can use later on in life. Mental health is an extremely important subject, and while you might not be feeling homesick and nostalgic now, most likely you will at some point later on in your life. I hope that you can reference back this video to help you get through whatever you're going through. And yeah, there have still been nights where I'm incredibly homesick, I miss my friends, and just the comforts of home. But having the daily consistent habits that I've created for myself have always seemed to put me back on track and feeling good again. And yeah, one last thing. Go make someone smile, whether it's a friend or family member or just a stranger on the street that you can say, "Hey, what's up? How are you? How's your day?" Something simple that can really change someone's day and just make them feel better. And it creates a chain of positivity and just good feelings in general. And something that the world needs, and it couldn't hurt to do. And yeah, something as simple as that can just promote positivity, which is a great thing, and that's what I hope my videos can do. Until next time, stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully really soon. Yeah. Serotonin tryptophan, serotonin, and endorphins.